how to make the perfect homemade margherita pizza. Hey there, pizza lovers. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today, I'm super excited to share with you how to make the perfect homemade margherita pizza. There's something truly magical about a simple margherita pizza. The combination of fresh tomatoes, creamy mozzarella, and fragrant basil atop a crispy, chewy crust is absolutely divine. And the best part? You don't need any fancy equipment or expert skills to recreate this classic Italian dish right in your own home. Imagine pulling a hot, bubbly pizza out of your oven, made entirely from scratch. Not only is it incredibly satisfying, but it's also a fun activity to share with family or friends. So grab your apron and let's dive into the wonderful world of pizza making together. Trust me, once you've tried making your own margherita pizza, you'll never look at takeout the same way again. History of margherita pizza. Let's take a quick trip back in time to where it all began. Naples, Italy. The margherita pizza isn't just any pizza, it's a slice of history. Legend has it that in 1889, Queen Margherita of Savoy was visiting Naples. To honor her visit, Master Pizzaiolo Raffaele Esposito crafted a special pizza topped with tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and fresh basil. These ingredients weren't chosen at random. They represented the colors of the Italian flag, red, white, and green. The Queen was so delighted with this creation that it was named after her, the Pizza Margherita. This simple yet flavorful combination became an instant classic and has stood the test of time as one of the most beloved pizzas around the world. Knowing the rich history behind this iconic dish makes it even more special when you prepare it at home. Ingredients overview. Now that we know the story behind the margherita pizza, let's talk ingredients. When it comes to making a truly outstanding margherita pizza, the quality of your ingredients makes all the difference. We're working with a handful of simple components, so each one needs to shine. The dough. This is the foundation of our pizza. A good dough should be light, airy, and have just the right amount of chewiness. We'll be making it from scratch, and trust me, it's easier than you might think. Tomato sauce. We'll use ripe, juicy tomatoes to create a sauce that's fresh and bursting with flavor. Mozzarella cheese. Fresh mozzarella is key here. It melts beautifully and adds a creamy richness that perfectly balances the acidity of the tomato sauce. Fresh basil leaves. These add that aromatic touch that ties everything together, giving the pizza its signature flavor and a pop of vibrant green color. By choosing the freshest, highest quality ingredients you can find, you're setting yourself up for pizza perfection. Let's gather everything we need and get started. Detailed ingredients list. Let's gather all the ingredients we'll need for our margherita pizza. Here's what you'll need. For the dough, 3½ cups all-purpose flour, half cups 16 milliliters warm water, 2 teaspoons 7 active dry yeast, 2 teaspoons 10 grams salt, 1 teaspoon 5 grams sugar, 2 tablespoons 30 milliliter extra virgin olive oil. For the sauce, 1 can 14 ounce or 400 grams whole peeled tomatoes, 2 cloves garlic, salt and freshly ground black pepper, 1 tablespoon 15 milliliters extra virgin olive oil, a pinch of dried oregano. For the toppings, 8 ounce 25 gram fresh mozzarella cheese, a handful of fresh basil leaves, extra virgin olive oil. Possible substitutions. Flour. If you can't find durum flour, bread flour works well due to its higher gluten content. Tomatoes. If fresh tomatoes aren't in season, canned San Marzano tomatoes are a great alternative. Feel free to adjust the ingredients according to your dietary needs. Making the pizza dough. Now let's dive into making our pizza dough from scratch. I'll guide you through every step of the way. Making dough is a rewarding process, and with a little patience, you'll have the perfect base for your pizza. Let's get started. Step 1. Activate the yeast. In a large mixing bowl, combine 1½ cups of warm water with 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast and 1 teaspoon of sugar. The sugar helps feed the yeast. Give it a gentle stir and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes until it's foamy on top. Step 2. Mix the dry ingredients. In a separate bowl, mix 3½ cups of all-purpose flour and 2 teaspoons of salt. Mixing the dry ingredients separately ensures the salt is evenly distributed. Step 3. Step on wet and dry ingredients. Make a well in the center of your dry ingredients and pour in the yeast mixture, along with 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Step 4. Knead the dough. Transfer the dough onto a lightly floured surface. Fold the dough over itself and push it down with the heel of your hand, then turn it slightly and repeat. Keep kneading for about 8 to 10 minutes. The dough should become smooth, elastic, and slightly tacky but not sticky. Step 5. First rise. Shape the dough into a ball and place it in a large, lightly oiled bowl. Turn the dough to coat it with oil. Cover the bowl with a damp kitchen towel or plastic wrap. Place it in a warm, draft-free area and let it rise until doubled in size, about 1 to 2 hours. Step 6. Punch down and divide. Once the dough is doubled, punch it down gently to release the gases. Transfer it back to the floured surface and knead it briefly. Divide the dough into 2 equal pieces if you plan to make 2 pizzas. Step 7. Second rise. For an even better texture, you can let the divided dough rest for another 20 to 30 minutes. Alternative cold fermentation. For enhanced flavor, you can do a slow fermentation by refrigerating the dough overnight. After the first rise, place the dough in the refrigerator for up to 24 hours. When you're ready to use it, let it come to room temperature. Preparing the tomato sauce. Let's move on to preparing our simple yet delicious tomato sauce. A great sauce is all about letting the flavor of the tomatoes shine through. Step: prepare the tomatoes. If you're using fresh tomatoes, blanch them in boiling water for about 30 seconds. Then transfer them to an ice bath. If you're using canned whole peeled tomatoes, simply pour them into a bowl and crush them with your hands or a fork. Step 2. Sauté the garlic. In a saucepan over medium heat, add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Add the minced garlic and sauté for about a minute until fragrant. Step 3. Cook the sauce. Add the tomatoes to the saucepan. Stir to combine with the garlic. Season with a pinch of salt and freshly ground black pepper. Step 4. Simmer. Let the sauce simmer on low heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. This allows the flavors to meld together and the sauce to reduce slightly. Step 5. Taste and adjust. Give the sauce a taste and adjust the seasoning if necessary. Optional additions: a pinch of red pepper flakes for a bit of heat. A few fresh basil leaves stirred in at the end for extra freshness. Assembling the pizza. Now comes the fun part, assembling our pizza. Let's put everything together step by step. Step 1. Preheat the oven. Preheat your oven to the highest temperature possible, usually around 500 degrees Fahrenheit. If you have a pizza stone, place it in the oven to heat up. Step 2. Prepare your workspace. Lightly flour your countertop or a large cutting board. Take your rested dough and place it on the floured surface. Step 3. Shape the dough. Using your hands, start pressing the dough from the center outward, gently stretching it into a circle. Step 4. Transfer to a pizza peel or baking sheet. If you're using a pizza stone, sprinkle a pizza peel with a bit of cornmeal or flour to prevent sticking, and transfer the dough onto it. Step 5. Add the sauce. Using a ladle or large spoon, spread a thin layer of tomato sauce over the dough. Step 6. Add the mozzarella. Distribute the mozzarella pieces evenly over the sauce. Remember, less is more. Too much cheese can make the pizza heavy. Step 7. Add the basil leaves. For maximum flavor and color, we'll add most of the basil leaves after baking. However, you can place a few leaves under the cheese. Step 8. Drizzle with olive oil. Finish off with a light drizzle of extra virgin olive oil over the top. Step 9. Check for sticking. Before transferring to the oven, give the pizza peel a gentle shake to make sure the pizza isn't sticking. Step 10. Transfer to the oven. Carefully slide the pizza onto the preheated pizza stone or place the baking sheet in the oven. Baking the pizza. Time to bake our pizza to perfection. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Bake the pizza. Place the pizza in the preheated oven. Bake at 500 degrees to 60 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes or until the crust is golden brown and the cheese is melted and bubbly. Step 2. Check for doneness. You'll know the pizza is ready when the crust edges are golden brown and slightly puffed. The cheese is fully melted with some golden spots. Step 3. Remove from oven. Using oven mitts, carefully remove the pizza from the oven. If using a pizza stone, transfer the pizza onto a cutting board using the pizza peel. Step 4. Add fresh basil. Scatter fresh basil leaves over the hot pizza. The residual heat will wilt them slightly, releasing their aroma without burning them. Step 5. Final drizzle. For extra flavor, you can drizzle a little more extra virgin olive oil over the pizza. Serving suggestions. Let's make your pizza presentation as amazing as it tastes. Slice and serve. Use a sharp pizza cutter or knife to slice your pizza into even wedges or squares. Serve on a wooden board. Presenting your pizza on a wooden pizza board gives it a rustic, authentic feel. Garnish. Sprinkle a little freshly grated Parmesan cheese or a pinch of red pepper flakes. Side dish ideas. A fresh arugula salad tossed with lemon juice and olive oil pairs perfectly. Appetizers like garlic knots or bruschetta make great starters. Beverage pairings. A chilled glass of Italian white wine. Enjoy your homemade masterpiece. Variations and tips. Looking to mix things up? Here are some variations and tips to customize your pizza-making experience. Alternative toppings. Add sliced mushrooms, bell peppers, or onions for extra flavors. Cheese alternatives. Swap the mozzarella for creamy burrata for an indulgent treat. Cooking tips. You can cook your pizza on a grill for a smoky flavor. Storage tips. Unused dough can be refrigerated for up to 3 days or frozen for up to 3 months. Conclusion. And there you have it. The perfect homemade Margherita pizza from scratch. Prepare the dough. Mix, knead, and let it rise. Make the sauce, simple, fresh tomato sauce. Assemble the pizza, roll out the dough, add sauce, cheese, and toppings. Bake to perfection. High heat for a crispy crust. I hope you enjoyed this pizza-making journey as much as I did. I'd love to hear about your pizza creations, so don't hesitate to share your experiences. Call to action. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you loved this recipe, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more delicious recipes. Drop a comment below if you tried making this pizza, and tag me in your photos on social media.